I remember as a really little kid, my parents would wake me up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and we'd go out and we'd lie on the grass and just look up at the stars. And I remember just feeling shocked and also a little bit afraid of just how big it was and how small I was.
Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius says, "Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them." And that's exactly what 18-year-old Alice Young plans on doing.
I'm going to St. Andrews University in Scotland and I'm going to be taking astrophysics.
After graduating from Queen Margaret School in Duncan with over half a dozen awards, including the Governor General's Award, Alice will be attending one of the most prestigious schools in the world, St. Andrews. It's not only the oldest school in Scotland, but it boasts some pretty impressive alumni, including Prince William and Kate Middleton.
I've been doing a lot of daydreaming about this school for a very long time.
With the help of a scholarship, this stargazer will be studying astronomy and will receive both her undergraduate and her master's in just 5 years.
I find it incredibly interesting that everything that you can possibly think of, like even protons and electrons and galaxies and planets, make up about 2% of our known universe, and there's 98% that we can't quite identify, so dark matter and dark energy. And so that's what I'm really interested in, is figuring out the 98% that we still really have not much of an idea about.
So how does a girl like Alice Young, who grows up on Quadra Island dreaming of the stars, end up at one of the most sought-after schools in the world? Well, it begins with curiosity.
I love learning. I mean, I always strive to find something new every day, and it's very easy to find something new every day.
Then add in a school that empowers women.
Well, I think a lot of it has really been coming from such a small community like Queen Margaret School. So, you know, being an all-girls school, you learn there's not so much competition, if you know what I mean. And so we're very close, all of us, and that gives you a lot of confidence and it allows you to go forward.
But it's her best friend, Pickles, who has been instrumental in giving Alice the inner strength to dream big.
But when I first met Alice, it's been almost 7 years now, she was a very shy, extremely quiet girl. A little bit passive as a rider, more of a passenger. Her last horse is Pickles, who's probably the most challenging. She's the toughest horse that we have here at the Equestrian Center. And the Youngs purchased her when she was only 3 years old, so this was a very opinionated young horse. And so because of it, I think that Alice, although we always knew she had tremendous inner strength, had to really become much stronger and, I guess, tougher, simply because Pickles demanded it of her.
Pickles holds this power over me that she has no idea that she has. You know, like, I go down to the barn and maybe I did something bad happened that day, or I'm feeling a little sad or whatever, and I go down to the barn and I see her and she perks her ears up when she sees me, and it just warms my heart and I love it. It's incredible to have an animal that relies on you so much but is also so attached to you, and I'm really gonna miss it.
And Pickles will miss her, along with her family and friends.
She is an old soul, this one. She is the most mature kid I have ever met, and she is just such a gentle person and with a tremendous sense of humor. One of the best people I've ever met.
And as Alice prepares for her 5-year adventure in Scotland, she has one simple goal.
I always look to better myself by 1% every day. So instead of trying to look at the whole picture and completely change everything, I think of one thing that I could have done differently and work to improve it the next day.
Artist Vincent van Gogh once said, "For my part, I know nothing with any certainty, but the sight of the stars makes me dream." From Queen Margaret School in Duncan, I'm Karen Elgersma.